Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Up next is another pre-code musical featuring stunning production numbers choreographed by Busby Berkeley and staged on magnificent Art Deco sets. From Warner Brothers in 1933, it's Gold Diggers of 1933. In the early 1930s, Warner Brothers was the studio that specialized in telling stories about real contemporary issues that felt relevant to audiences living through the Depression. Gold Diggers of 1933 stars Joan Blondell, Ruby Keeler, and Aline McMahon as a trio of down-on-their-luck showgirls looking for their big break on Broadway. When the producer of their show goes broke, they turn to a wealthy songwriter, played by Dick Powell, to help them out against the wishes of his stuffy, elitist family. Of all the Hollywood musicals that came out of the Depression era, Gold Diggers of 1933 was the most timely, making explicit references to the economic crisis throughout the story and in many of the musical numbers. The most haunting number, and the one that stunned audiences at the time and made the film a huge hit, was the finale titled "Remember My Forgotten Man." The song was an homage to the thousands of World War I veterans who had fought for their country and were now suffering in the Depression. The movie also features mesmerizing production numbers staged by Busby Berkeley, including the gorgeous Shadow Waltz. For that number, Berkeley gave his dancers violins wired with neon lights and choreographed a dance in the dark on a high, curved staircase. The effect is still incredible to watch today. From 1933, directed by Mervyn LeRoy, with a cast that also includes Warren William and Ginger Rogers, who opens the film with her rendition of "We're in the Money," Gold Diggers of 1933. That finale is such a powerful number, and it really resonated with audiences at the height of the Depression in 1933. And if you were wondering why in the world the opening number featured Ginger Rogers singing in Pig Latin, there are different versions of the story behind that, and here's one of them. Rogers was not the star of this musical, but people believe that she was given a chance to sing the film's opening number because she was dating the director, Mervyn LeRoy, at the time. One day on set, LeRoy handed her the sheet music for "We're in the Money" and told her to learn it by that evening. She worked at it for hours and eventually became so exhausted that she started to fool around and sing the song in Pig Latin. The production team thought the idea was brilliant, and the Pig Latin lyrics made it into the number. This film helped bring Ginger Rogers into the limelight. It also solidified the popularity of Dick Powell and Ruby Keeler, who made 5 more films together. Audiences loved Keeler and Powell so much in these musicals that they were furious when Keeler's co-star, Joan Blondell, married Dick Powell in 1936. It didn't seem to matter that Ruby Keeler was already married to Al Jolson. Up next, Eleanor Powell tap dances her way across glorious Art Deco sets in a 1937 musical co-starring Robert Taylor.
Next on TCM, Broadway melody of 1938, then Born to Dance, and later, The Giant Behemoth. TCM hits the big time tonight.